Pleasure always. My brother Jan.
Okay.
Let me.
Pleasure to be with you.
Good afternoon. مال الجامعة موجود، رئيس المجموعة مو موجود.
أنا هو رئيس المجموعة.
الأردن.
خلص.
Good afternoon, everybody. We just finished consultation on the situation on Palestine. As a member of the Security Council, we proposed the element to the press with our colleague from Indonesia. Unfortunately, there was no consensus on that. We actually wanted just short 2 paragraphs emphasizing that the settlement activities is illegal and undermine the 2-state solution, and it's violates Security Council Resolution 2334. But there was almost an agreement. As you saw, we just, as E10 member, we pronounced ourselves on that, and the Europeans also, their position was very clear. Thank you.
Ambassador, when you say there's no consensus, is this just because of U.S. position? The first element didn't come out?
Yes, one delegation actually objected to that.
Johnny, you want to say something?
Well, just to add what Ambassador Mansour mentioned, that with the E10 coming for the first time on these very important issues, it shows the unity, and it comes up with a very clear message that the illegal settlement is it's illegal, it's against international law, and against UN Security Council Resolution 2334, among others. So this is a clear statement from us all, the E10, the elected 10, that what has been done by Israel in the issue of the settlement as well as other issues constitute a annexation of the area. So I think that's quite clear.
Well, I want to express on behalf of the Palestinian people and their leadership our gratitude to our brother, the ambassador of Kuwait, who represent the Arab group in the Security Council and therefore represent the state of Palestine, and my brother Johnny and others who, the 10, who have read to you a statement on behalf of the 10. And before the deliberation in the Security Council, the European countries in the Security Council read a statement, and also China and the Russian Federation also supportive to the essence of these two statements. So you can say that 14 members of the Security Council in 2 separate statements read to you the position of 14 members in the Security Council. We are grateful to all of them for these principled positions. We are grateful to the international community that international law cannot be messed around with. It is what binds all of us at the United Nations. It is the Charter of the UN. It is the Security Council resolutions. All these things and other relevant UN resolutions, they are part of international law. It is the obligation of each and every member of the United Nations, according to Article 25 of the Charter, that you have to honor and respect and implement the resolutions of the Security Council, including Resolution 2334, in which our colleague from Germany, they keep repeating. Security Council resolutions, including 2334, are part of international law. It is binding, and you have to implement every provision of the Security Council resolution. And the nonsense of one delegation inside the chamber saying that you international community, if you abide by international law, you help the Palestinians not to come to negotiation. If we abandon international law, including Security Council resolution, it will be the law of the jungle. The United Nations was created so that there is international law that regulate our relations and how we resolve disputes. If we do away with it, then it is the might of the powerful over the weak, and that will be the rule of the jungle, the situation that existed even before the League of Nations. That concept has been rejected by the 14 members of the Security Council, and even the United States of America is wobbling on this issue, but even their position is unacceptable with regard to Jerusalem, with regard, to settlements. These are related to resolutions in the Security Council, therefore part of international law. You should respect it, abide by it, and implement it. For us, this is another step in our struggle to defend our rights, in our march to end the occupation that started on the 4th of June of 1967, and to have the independence of the State of Palestine with East Jerusalem as its capital, and therefore to implement the global will of the international community of the two-state solution. There is an obvious struggle, maybe subtle, maybe soft, between two visions. One vision of international law, and almost everyone at the United Nations, be it the 170 who voted for the renewal of the mandate of UNRWA, or the 65 countries that supported the right of self-determination in the Third Committee to the Palestinian people, the international community saying there is no solution except the end of the occupation and the independence of the State of Palestine, meaning the two-state solution on the basis of the parameters. There is one party outside the Council and one inside the Council is trying to say, you are wrong, you have to do something different. We are all saying we are not wrong. International law is with us, and those who are deviating, they should come back to the House and to the international community and to international law, and therefore to open doors for peace. And that door will be open, and hopefully soon, so that we can put an end to this tragedy for our people and for others in our region. Thank you. يلا. تفضل. تسأله هو؟
What recourse do you have legally? Can you go to the Arab state?
We are considering.
Do you have any insight into why